Good morning. Thank you for joining me for my daily Come Follow Me study of the Old Testament. Today is Tuesday the 28th. We are rolling right along. We're going to start with a daily reflection. David sent and inquired after the woman, and one said, Is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite? And David sent messengers and took her, and she came in unto him, and he lay with her. 2 Samuel 11:3-4. Surely there is no more heart-rending tragedy in the Old Testament than the fall of King David, the man after the Lord's own heart. In a critical moment, David allowed his thoughts and feelings to run rampant and his affections to go unbridled. He committed adultery with Bathsheba, wife of Uriah, a serious sin. As serious as this sin was, David complicated it by arranging for Uriah to be killed in battle. His wanton immorality was thereby exacerbated by murder, the unforgivable sin. David thereby lost the Spirit of God as well as his exaltation hereafter. Although he was promised that his soul would not be left in hell, that he would be resurrected to a kingdom of glory, his psalms bespeak a broken man who never recovered what he once had been. Truly, vigilance is the price of victory in this life, for none of us is immune from sin. How do you recover from that? Doesn't sound like you do. Okay, today is Exodus chapter 37-38. Now, as I was listening to these chapters, I was going, why? Why are we studying these chapters? Why are these chapters? Like, we're skipping some chapters here. Leviticus, we skip 2 and 3, and then we skip from 5 to 15, and then we skip 17 and 18 in Leviticus. So we're skipping chapters. So why aren't we skipping these two chapters? That's the question I'm asking myself. What are we to learn from these two chapters? In these two chapters, 37, it's talking about the making of the Ark of the Covenant. What they use to make it, how they make it, what it looks like, the angels with the wings outstretched, their faces towards each other, what kind of wood they use, gold, brass, this, that, and the other. And then in 38, it's talking more about building the tabernacle. Eyelets and ringlets and, this many people for this many things and that many people. Why? That's the question I'm asking myself as I'm listening. Why? There's one thing in here for chapter 38. The term service of the Levites refers to some of the functions of the descendants of Levi under the direction of the descendants of Aaron. John Taylor has provided the following explanation of some of these functions. There were in the days of Moses a tribe of the children of Israel set apart to officiate in some of the lesser duties of the Aaronic priesthood, and their office was called the Levitical priesthood. Aaron and his sons held the Aaronic priesthood, and the Levites were given unto them to minister unto them, to keep his charge, the charge of the congregation, to do the service of the tabernacle, keep the instruments of the tabernacle, and the charge of the children of Israel. They seem to have been an appendage to the Aaronic priesthood to assist in the service of the tabernacle and other duties. Aaron and his male descendants were selected for the priesthood, the other Levites as assistants or as appendage. From the above, it would seem, first, that the Levites were selected in the place of the firstborn whom the Lord called his own. Second, that they were given to Aaron to assist him in the minor or lesser duties of the priesthood, but that Aaron and his sons officiated in the leading offices of the priesthood and not the Levites. Third, that there was a tithing paid to them by the whole house of Israel for their sustenance. Fourth, that they paid a tithe of this to Aaron. Fifth, that on assuming the higher duties of the priesthood of Aaron, the judgments of God overtook them. Sixth, that their priesthood was only an appendage to the Aaronic priesthood and not that priesthood itself as held by Aaron and his sons. Okay. I'm slightly at a loss. You guys tell me what you think as to what we can learn from these two chapters. What meaning did you get out of it? Okay. O Lord our God, whose might is without compare and whose glory surpasses understanding, whose mercy is without measure and love of men beyond telling. Look thou thyself, O Master, according to thy tenderness of heart, on us and all whom we love, and deal with us and all for whom we pray in the riches of thy mercies and thy compassions. Okay. It's Tuesday. We can do this. One day down. We just have 6 more to go, and we can do it. We can do it. Okay. That was Exodus chapters 37 and 38, and tomorrow we do 39. We'll see what happens there. I'm wondering if we should do 39 and 40 tomorrow, because there's nothing in either book for 39. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Okay, tomorrow is Exodus 39 and 40, and we will see you then. Bye.